The megas doux was one of the highest positions in the hierarchy of the later Byzantine Empire, denoting the commander-in-chief of the Byzantine navy. It is sometimes also given by the half-Latinizations megaduke or megadux. The Greek word delta-omicron upsilon chi is the Hellenized form of the Latin term dux, meaning leader or commander. History and functions. The office was initially created by Alexios I Komnenos, who reformed the derelict Byzantine navy and amalgamated the remnants of its various provincial squadrons into a unified force under the megas doux. The emperor's brother-in-law John Doukas is usually considered to have been the first to hold the title, being raised to it in 1092, when he was tasked with suppressing the Turkish emir's archers. There is however a document dated to December 1085, where a monk knight has signs as supervisor of the estates of an unnamed megas doux. The office of doux of the fleet, with similar responsibilities and hence perhaps a precursor of the office of megas doux, is also mentioned at the time, being given California, 1086 to Manuel Botemaites and in 1090 to Constantine de Larsenis. John Doukas, the first known megas doux, led campaigns on both land and sea and was responsible for the re-establishment of firm Byzantine control over the Aegean and the islands of Crete and Cyprus in the years 1092 to 93 and over western Anatolia in 1097. From this time the megas doux was also given overall control of the provinces of Hellas, the Peloponnese and Crete, which chiefly provided the manpower and resources for the fleet. However, since the megas doux was one of the empire's senior officials, and mostly involved with the central government and various military campaigns, de facto omicron governance of these provinces rested with the province's praetor and various local leaders. During the 12th century, the post of megas doux was dominated by the Kontostephanos family. One of its members, Andronikos Kontostephanos, was one of the most important officers of Emperor Manuel I Komnenos, assisting him in achieving many land and naval victories. With the virtual disappearance of the Byzantine fleet after the Fourth Crusade, the title was retained as an honorific in the Empire of Nicaea. Michael VIII Palaiologos assumed the title when he became regent for John IV Lascaris before being raised to senior co-emperor. It was also used by the Latin Empire, where, in California, 1207, the Latin emperor awarded the island of Lemnos and the hereditary title of megadux to the Venetian Filocolo Navigajoso. His descendants inherited the title and the rule of Lemnos until evicted by the Byzantines in 1278. After the Byzantine recovery of Constantinople in 1261, the title reverted to its old function as commander-in-chief of the navy, and remained a high rank for the remainder of the empire, its holder ranking sixth after the emperor, between the protovesturios and the protostrata. As such, it was also sometimes conferred upon foreigners in imperial service, the most notable among these being the Italian Licario, who recovered many Aegean islands for Emperor Michael VIII, and Roger de Flor, head of the Catalan Company. After the mid-14th century, the office was sometimes held together with the office of Messazon, the chief of the imperial secretariat. In this capacity, Alexios Apokoukos served as one of the leading members of the imperial government during the civil war of 1341 to 1347, supporting John V Palaiologos against John VI Kantakouzenos. The last and perhaps most famous megas doux and Messazon was Loukas Notaras, who served under Constantine XI Palaiologos until the fall of Constantinople. List of known holders.